Less than ape data end equals 634 data, start equals 83 greater, then I want to talk about something today that goes beyond politics. It's about human lives, trust in our democracy, and the terrifying rise of political violence in our communities. Over the weekend, a deeply shocking and heartbreaking event unfolded in Minnesota. State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband were tragically shot and killed in what officials are calling a politically motivated assassination. State Senator John Hoffman and his wife were also shot in their home, and, while they are expected to survive, the trauma is immeasurable. Less than P data end equals 1052 data start equals 636 greater than. The manhunt is now underway for the suspect, Vance Luther Bolter, a 57-year-old man reportedly posing as a police officer. He managed to evade authorities after an exchange of gunfire, and is considered armed and dangerous. Police say he left behind a manifesto and a list of over 50 potential targets, many of them public officials and activists. This wasn't random. It was premeditated, ideological, and devastating. Less than P data end equals 1554, data start equals 1054, greater than. Melissa Hortman wasn't just a politician. She was a leader who dedicated over 20 years of her life to serving the people of Minnesota. She was the Speaker of the Minnesota House, and known for her passionate stance on policing reform, especially following the death of George Floyd. She was also respected for her ability to lead, to compromise, and to stand firm when it mattered most. Her death is a profound loss not just for Minnesota, but for every one of us who believes in civil public service. Less than P data end equals 1950 data start equals 1556 greater than. What's even more disturbing is the broader context. This isn't an isolated act. It's part of a rising trend of politically charged violence in the United States. We've seen threats turn into action, from attacks on governors to attempted assassinations of national figures. And now, the fear has come home to state-level leaders, who often work with limited security and constant public exposure. Less than P data end equals 2306 data start equals 1952 greater than. This is not the America any of us want. Leaders from both parties, including former President Trump and President Biden, have condemned the attack, calling it what it is: unacceptable and horrific. And yet, condemning isn't enough. We must take a hard look at the rhetoric, the access to weapons, and the systems that allow this kind of extremism to brew. Less than P data end equals 2714, data start equals 2308, greater than. People are scared. Communities are shaken. The mayor of Brooklyn Park said it best. This was done to instill fear. But we can't let that fear win. We need unity, not just in mourning, but in action. Political violence cannot become normalized. We all have to be part of the solution, demanding accountability, supporting public servants, and insisting on a political culture rooted in respect, not hostility. Less than P data end equals 2845 data is last node equals data is only node equals data start equals 2716 greater than. Minnesota mourns, America mourns, and now it's time to reflect and act so that this kind of senseless loss never happens again. Stay subscribed for more videos.